Good morning, students. How are you all? Today we are going to study about the topic body movements. Okay, last class we studied about some topics, right, like joints, etc. Today we are going to see the remaining portion. Okay, ma. Take a book, page number 70. Okay, take book, page number 70. Okay. Last class we discussed about joints. Today we are going to discuss about what human skeleton. Have you all seen skeleton? In the picture there is a skeleton, right? Each human being having skeleton in our body. We know that, right, ma? First, the human skeleton have how many bones? 206 bones. Okay, there are 206 bones in the human skeleton. Okay, then to provide the functions of the skeleton. What are the functions of skeleton? First point is to provide support. To provide support to all body parts. Okay, then give our body a correct shape. Skeleton helping the body of correct shape. Okay, it help the body for a correct shape. Then provide protection to other system and organs of the body. It is protecting the other cells and other organs of the body. Skeleton is helping and covering the organs of the body. Then to provide attachments for muscles. Okay, for providing what? Attachments to the muscles. Okay, the bones are covered with what? Muscles and some tissues, right? It gives attachment to the bone as well as what? Muscles. Then to produce movements to produce what? Red blood cell. To produce movements to red blood cell. Red blood cell means what? It absorb oxygen from the lungs. Okay, it absorb oxygen from the lungs to the tissues. Okay, it is red blood cell. Okay, what are the functions? First point is to provide support to the body parts. Then give our body correct shape. Then provide protection to other system and organs of the body. It gives the protection to all the organs and cells of the body. Then to provide attachments for muscles. It provides attachments for muscles to produce movements to protect what? Produce what? Red blood cells. Okay, then next. Rib cage. Okay, rib cage is a parts of a skeleton. Okay, in the picture I have shown one part. It is called as what? Rib cage. The curved wall of ribs that protect and surround the chest. This part help cover the chest. Okay, see the picture. This part of skeleton covered the chest. Okay, then they join the chest bone and the backbone. See the picture, ma? The chest and the backbone are joined together. Okay, the picture, right? They join the rib cage, this part, what we call this part as rib cage. It helps to join the chest bone and the backbone. Okay, see the picture. There is a chest bone and also backbone joined together. So what we call this part as rib cage. Okay, first point is the curved walls of rib that protect and surrounds the chest. Then they join the chest bone and the backbone together. What we call that part as rib cage. Then next part, we all know that this part. Okay, backbone, we all know, right? The backbone forms the main supporting structure of the body. Without backbone we cannot stand, we cannot sit, right? So backbone is an important body part of skeleton, right? The backbone forms the main supporting structure of the body. The backbone is made up of 33 small bones placed one over the other. Okay, backbone contain what? 33 small bones placed one over the other. Skeleton contain 206 bones, but backbone contain 33 small bones placed one over the other. The small bones which make up the backbone are called what? Vertebrate. The small bones which make up the backbone are called what? Vertebrate. Okay. What is meant by backbone? Backbone form the main supporting structure of the body. Backbone is made up of 33 small bones. The small bones which make the backbone are called what? Vertebrate. Small bones altogether called what? Vertebrate. Then shoulder bone. First we study about rib cage, then backbone, then shoulder bone. Okay, see the picture ma. It is a shoulder bone. Okay, shoulder bone is formed by the collar bone and the shoulder blade. Okay, shoulder bone is formed by the collar bone and the shoulder blade. It attached to the upper part of the rib cage and to the upper arm bone. Okay, it is attached to what? Upper part of the rib cage. See, there is a rib cage also there, right? It attached to what? Upper part of the rib cage and the upper arm bone. Okay, shoulder bone is formed by what? Collar bone and the shoulder blade. Then it attached to the upper part of the rib cage and the upper arm bone. Okay, then pelvic bone. Pelvic bone encloses the portion of the body below the stomach. Under the stomach there is pelvic bone. See the picture ma. It is under the stomach. The part you can sit on. Okay, the part you sit on. While sitting is used by the pelvic bone. Okay, we are standing straight by using what? Backbone, and we are sitting using what? Pelvic bone. Okay, pelvic bone encloses the portion of the body below the stomach. We know that, right? Below the stomach only pelvic bone is situated. Then the part you sit on is called what? Pelvic bone. Then skull. The main part of skeleton is called what? Skull. The bony framework of the head enclosing the brain and supporting the face, the skeleton of the head. Okay, the bony framework of the head enclosing the brain, supporting the face. Okay, it is a bone like structure, skull. It encloses the brain. Okay, it encloses the brain, supporting the face. The upper part of the skull encloses the brain. The front part of the skull supports the face. Okay, upper part encloses what? Brain. Then front part supports the face. What is meant by skull? The skeleton of a head. Skeleton of a head is called what? Skull. Then cartilage. Some additional part of the skeleton that are not as hard as the bone and which can be bent. Cartilage is an additional part of the skeleton that are not hard as the bone. Okay, it is not hard as a bone and which can also bend. These are called what? Cartilage. What is meant by cartilage? Where it is situated? Upper part of the ear has cartilage. Okay, in our ear the upper part, what we call that is cartilage. Okay, In book page number 72, figure 8.15 and 8.16, you see the cartilage there, okay. We all are having cartilage in the upper part of the ear, okay. Some additional part of the skeleton that are not as hard as bone. It is very flexible, it will bend. If you touch a ear means it move front, back, side, etc., right. It is a bending bone. So we call that as what? Cartilage. Then muscles, okay. Then muscles. Tissues compressed of cell or fibers are called what? Muscles. Tissues compressed by a cell are called what? Encloses the bone. The tissues compressed of cell and fiber are called what? Muscles. The contraction of which produce the movement in our body, okay. The contraction of muscles helps to produce what? Movement in the body. Muscles work in pair. When one of them contracts, the bone is pulled in the direction, okay. One of the muscle move this side means right side means the other also move right side, okay. It works as a pair. The other muscle of the pair relaxes, okay. When one of them contracts, the bone is pulled in that direction, the other muscle is relaxed. Then to move the bone in the opposite direction, the relaxed muscle contracts the pull the bone towards its original position, okay. When we are moving the opposite direction of the muscles, the relaxed muscle contracts to pull the bone towards its original position with the first relax, okay. While we are moving the bone to opposite direction, the relaxed muscle contracts to pull it to the original stage, okay, original position. A muscle can only pull, it cannot push, okay. The muscles can only pull, not push, okay. Thus two muscles have to work together to move a bone, okay. Two muscles have to work together to move what? Bone. Bone encloses by what? Muscles and tissue cells, okay. These are about muscles. Then gait of animals. The manner or pattern of walking of animals is called what? Gait of animals. How the animals is walking. What are the manner they are having? What are the pattern they are walking for? They are not walking like us, right? Each animal have different styles of walking. Here we are going to study about that. Here given some one or two examples, okay. The manner or pattern of walking of animals is called what? Gait of animals. First example is earthworm. Have you all seen earthworm? In the picture I have given earthworm picture. See the picture. Take page number 73. Okay. First, the body of the earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to joint, okay. The body of the earthworm contain what? Many rings joined end to end, okay. In future you have seen earthworm means you observe the earthworm, okay. See the body shape of the earthworm and structure of the earthworm, color of the earthworm, okay. Observe that, okay. An earthworm does not have bone. It does not have a bone. It's flexible, right? It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. It have only muscles. It does not have what? Bone, okay. It is very flexible. With the help to extend, the muscles help to extend the body and also shorten the body. The muscles are helping the earthworm, okay. There is no bone. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body. While moving, the earthworm extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground, okay. Keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. While moving, it extend the first and the front part of the body. Okay. Then the next example is snail. Okay, see the picture. There is a snail picture. Snail has the rounded structure. It carries on its back. See the picture ma. There is a rounded structure. It carries on its back side. This is called what? Shell. And it is the outer skeleton of the snail. But it is not made of bone. Okay. Earthworm also, it does not have bone. Right, earthworm. Likewise, snail also does not have what? Bone. It has only a rounded structure in the back side of the body. What we call that round structure as shell. And it is the outer skeleton of the snail. Okay. Snail outer skeleton, what we call that outer skeleton as shell. Okay. The shell is a single unit and does not help in moving from place to place. Okay. Shell is a single unit, does not help the moving from the snail to place. It has to be dragged along. Okay. It has to be dragged along. It not helped in moving. Okay. It is only dragging from one place to another. When it starts moving, a thick structure and the head of the snail may come out of an opening in the shell. Okay. While moving, a thick structure and a head of a snail may come out of the opening in the shell. Okay. The thick structure is it food made of strong muscles. Okay, the structure is, yes, thick structure, what we call it as food. Okay, it is made of strong muscles. Okay, the food is made of what? Strong muscles. It helps to move the snail from one place to another. Okay, while moving, while start walking, a thick structure on the head of the snail may come out of the opening in the shell. Okay, it has what? Strong muscles. It helps to move the snail from one place to another. Okay, then next, cockroach. We know cockroach, right? Cockroaches walk and climb as well as fly in the air. It walks and it also fly in the air. We know that cockroach fly. Then they have 3 pairs of legs. These help in walking. The body is covered with a hard outer skeleton. Okay. Cockroach have 3 pairs of legs. These help in walking. These legs helps in walking. The body is covered with what? Hard outer skeleton. Okay. The body is covered with what? Hard outer skeleton. This outer skeleton is made of different unit joint together and then permits what? Movement. The outer skeleton is made of different unit of joints. It permits to what? Movement. Movement of cockroach from one place to another. It is helping. Okay, cockroach walk and climb as well as it also fly in the air. Then it have what? 3 pairs of leg. These help in walking. The legs are helped in walking. The body is covered with what? Hard outer skeleton. It has what? Different unit joined together and permit it to move from one place to another. Okay. And there are 2 pairs of wing attached to the breast of the cockroach. Okay. The breast of the cockroach, there are 2 pairs of wings. The cockroach have distinct muscles. Those near the leg move the leg for walking. Okay. Cockroach has what? Distinct muscles. It helps to move the legs for walking. Okay. Then the breast muscles move the wings when the cockroach flies. Breast muscle move the wings while the cockroach flies. Okay. When the cockroaches move, the distinct muscle help to move the cockroach from one place to another. And the breast muscle help the cockroach to fly. Okay. Distinct muscle help the cockroach to walk one place to another. Then Breast muscle help the cockroach to fly in the air. Okay. Then birds. We know that bird fly in the air and walk on a ground. Some birds like duck and swans also swim in water. Swans are also swim in water. The bird can fly because their body are well suited for flying. So it is always what? Fly in the air. Because their body is what? Well suited for flying. It has wings. We know that. Their bodies are hollow and light. The bone of the hind limbs are typical for walking and preaching. Okay. The bones of the hind limbs are what? Typical for walking and preaching. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as what? Wings. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as what? Wings. The shoulder bones are strong. The bird's shoulder bones are very strong. Okay. The breast bones are modified to hold what? Muscles of flight, which are used to move the wings up and down. The breast bones are help the bird for flying up and down. Okay. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as was wings. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as what? Wings. The shoulder bones are very strong for birds. Then fish. The shape of a boat is somewhat like a fish. The fish shape is like a boat. The head and the tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. The body tapers at both ends. This body shape is called what? Streamlined. Okay. The head and the tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. We know that, right, ma? The body tapers at both the ends. This body shape is called what? What we call that body shape as streamlined. The shape is such that the water can flow around it easily and allow the fish to move in water. This shape helps the fish to flow easily and allow the fish to move in water. The skeleton of the fish is covered with strong muscles. We know the skeleton of fish, right? We like to eat the skeleton of fish also. While your mother is cooking a fish curry, you like to eat the skeleton of the fish, right? The skeleton of the fish is covered with what? Strong muscles. Then, during swimming, muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part of the wing towards the opposite side. While swimming, the fish muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part of the body towards the what? Opposite side while swimming. The fish forms a curve. Then quickly the body and the tail curve to the other side. Okay. Then quickly the fish forms a curve like structure and it is quickly the body part and the tail part of the fish curve to other side while moving. Then how do snakes move? Snakes have a long backbone. They have many thin muscles. They are connected to each other even though they are far from one another. They also interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. Okay. Snake have what? Long backbone. Okay. It has what? Long backbone. They have many thin muscles in the body. They are connected to each other even though they are far from one another. Muscles also interconnect the backbone, their ribs and skin. Okay. Then the snake body curves into many loops. Snake's body curved into many loops. Each loop of the snake, give it a forward push by pressing against the ground. Okay, each loop of the snake give it a forward push by pressing against the ground. While moving, it has many loop, right? Snake body curves into many loop. Each loop half of the snake give its forward push by pressing against the ground while moving. Since its long body make many loops and each loop give it to push the snake move forward very fast and not in a straight line. Okay, it has loop, right? It does not move in a straight line. Using the loop, it move forward direction. Okay, it is pushing the loop. The loop helps to push the snake to the front portion very fastly for moving. Okay, these are the examples of what? Gait of animals. Okay, thank you.